Okay, so my team's meeting is not working. So if I can get it to work by like 6 tonight, I won't send this in and I'll discuss with my group because I was talking to them, emailing them, but like my team's meetings won't go through. So I don't know. But I was the manager, I guess, and we're discussing the case, feedback in motion and how MasterCard rewired leadership through coaching for impact. The case focused on how MasterCard, despite being a financially strong company, discovered through engagement surveys that many employees felt unclear expectations, inconsistent feedback, and limited trust in their managers. Feedback at MasterCard mainly happened during annual reviews, and employees experienced it more as judgment than growth. Leadership realized that to stay innovative and agile, they had to change how feedback happened daily. In 2019, MasterCard launched Coaching for Impact, a company-wide innovative aimed primarily at mid-level managers. Because they are the ones who translate strategy into daily work and shape team culture, the program blended skill building, structural routines, leadership modeling, and measurement. Managers were trained in active listening, asking better questions, delivering balanced feedback, handling defensiveness, and giving upward feedback across cultures. They also introduced rituals like weekly check-ins, monthly pulse surveys, project closeout health checks, and peer coaching circles. Senior leaders modeled vulnerability by sharing their own development goals and feedback publicly. The company measured behaviors with dashboards, tracking one-on-ones and employee perceptions. There were challenges, time pressure, cultural differences, tension between feedback, and even situations where check-ins became performative. All in all, though, teams practicing consistent coaching saw better trust, faster alignment, fewer rework cycles, shorter product development timelines, and higher promotion and retention rates. The case shows that lasting behavioral change comes from habits, not policies, and that coaching is a daily leadership tool, not something that belongs only in annual reviews. So I decided to answer questions 1, 3, and 5 because my meeting's not working. So, for question 1, I think MasterCard was trying to shift managers from a tell and direct style to a coach and develop style. Instead of giving orders or saving feedback, I feel like for once a year performance reviews, they wanted feedback to be continuous, two-way, and focused on growth. They also, I think, wanted managers to treat coaching as part of everyday leadership, not just as an extra task. If mid-level managers change their habits, the whole organization would feel it. They are also numerous enough to create momentum, but close enough to daily work to make the change seen by all the employees. So focusing on this group created leverage. That's what I think. For question 3, vulnerability strengthens a leader's credibility when it's paired with accountability and action. Like in the MasterCard case, executives shared their own development goals and the feedback they received. They just didn't admit to weakness. They explained what they were doing to improve. The combination made them believable, approachable, and trustworthy. It lowered the risk for others to speak honestly, I feel like. For the last question, I think if a manager says they don't have time for coaching, the best argument is that coaching saves time in the long run. MasterCard found that short, consistent check-ins reduced rework earlier and sped up decision making. But yeah, that's my take on this case study and the summary at the beginning. If I can get my teams to work, I'm gonna meet with my team at 6 or 6:30. But if not, I'm gonna just send this in and try and get credit for it. But thank you.